Alrighty, let's get the customizing.
Please don't murder me, Steve.
Well, I'm not murdering you per se. You're just going to become a new monster. Fusing with this guy, who's already ripped in half.
Oh, sweet Jesus, you keep dead body parts on the table. Anyways, I got so much to offer you if you just let me live.
Go on.
For instance, I could offer you my body.
I hate to break it to you, it's not really my thing.
No, I meant as a review. Because you guys have never officially reviewed me before.
There's a reason.
Okay, I know the pictures didn't make me look quite that good, but I'm sure it'll make up for it in views.
You know what? I do like views. But then again, I like money better.
Wait, Steve, don't.
That's better.
You're a monster! A monster!
Okay, fine. Alright, you know what? We'll do the video and then I'll pop you back on. But until then, you gotta... Alright, if you don't want to fit back... Alright, there we go. Alright, you get one chance, but afterwards, it's table time. Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today we're going to be going over the Spitfire Shin Godzilla from NECA. You'll see here we currently don't have the box because this actually isn't my figure.
Thank you, whoever sent it. I appreciate it.
It was sent to us by Lady Draco.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm doing a commission, and then this came in the box, and I was like, oh, we never did a video. We're doing a video.
You know what's weird about this figure right off?
She even sent the accessories.
Right off the beginning, Steve. Look at his feet and look at his legs.
Go on.
Look at him. Like, you can tell where the burning stops, and then the bottom of the feet is just, like, straight up clean.
Shh, there's a little bit of red.
Right
around
so
there.
eye-catching.
Anyways, so that's the reason why we currently have it, because personally, I never bought it because I just wasn't a big fan of the original release. And after seeing the color scheme on this thing originally, kind of was a turnoff.
Kinda. Looks like they dipped the paint in a... Never mind.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't get ahead of yourself. So, I never bought it, but since it's here now and we never did it, we're going to do it. So, I guess since we don't have the packaging,
yeah,
his little prison, we'll just get into him. Alright, so first and foremost, he comes with some beams. Which...
Chopsticks?
I was to say, you could almost...
Yeah!
There we go. Can't...
Oh, yeah!
Chopstick skills engaged. But anyways, what these are... ow.
Was that your knee to pop?
That was my foot. That hurt. So, we got the beams here, which are...
Just wire.
Yeah, they got a wire going through them. And they almost look like a rat tail. To me, anyways. Which, I guess for, like, the beam for Shin, this kind of works because it was just a thin beam.
You know, that used to be the strongest beam in the Godzilla universe, Steve?
I wouldn't say strongest. It was impressive, but I don't know if I would say, like, destructive-wise. It being like this, the focus beam, which, if you guys didn't know, there is a little hole on the inside of the mouth. The wire just goes inside. You push it in, and then bam. Then he goes across the screen. And then he also has one in his tail. It's right at the tip here. There's a little hole.
It's going to be fun when you got to make the beams for that on you, Godzilla, Steve, for the new figures.
There we go. Whee! Lasers everywhere. Granted, we did a custom previously where we had like 6 of these beams and we made them for the back so it could shoot the beams out of the back. And that's it. No extra head or anything, so you're kind of stuck with the one that's based on the figure here. But, as a positive, I actually like this head more than I do on the original Shin. Getting in for a closer look.
Jesus, talking about closer look, his eyeball was in the camera.
But for the head, you have Shin Godzilla doing his atomic blast. So the mouth is spread agape, sort of like Blade 2 with the vampires. With the purple on the inside of the mouth here. And you can see the teeth. Well, they kind of blend in with some of the coloring for the skin here, but they are distinguishable enough.
You can tell.
As it is. But for this figure, I really like the front view.
front view is better than the back view, sadly.
One thing I would say that was a negative with this, and I still think they went a little too overboard with the coloring here for the back here. With the whites and the purples. Like, I think it should have been blended a little bit better than what it is here. Because it's kind of like, this is the color I expect to see with the purple here on the neck.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, with the white throughout the entirety of it.
Oh, it's bad.
And even the tail.
And if somebody just dipped the tail and walked away.
And I think this would be okay if they had it set up for the beams to be shooting out of the back. Which would have been awesome, by the way. If they would have actually went about that themselves. Because, especially with the wires already being here.
Yeah, like 3, 4, and call it a day.
Yeah, just give me like more of these with some extra holes in here. We'd be good to go. Then I think this look makes more sense to me. Although, again, I think it's a little too bright, personally. But as it sits, the coloring is a little bit distracting for the back here. And then for the rest of the Kaiju, oh, actually, I just realized he's got some here at the base of the neck, too.
Oh.
For reasons. Because the rest of the body is just the red.
Bottomless feet are black.
And red. You get some reds there. You also get some copyright information. That one's really black. But for the rest of them, it's more just what you're expecting. If you guys have seen the previous Shin Godzilla, it's mostly the same detailing, but still fairly solid here for the body.
It looks like a flaming hot Cheeto left in the oven too long.
A little bit. Where do you get the black, though?
Huh?
Where do you get the black, though?
Left in the oven too long, so it burnt. Flaming hot Cheetos red. When you leave it in the oven too long, it burns, so it has like those charred black parts on it. His body texture, look.
I'm just waiting for you to say something smart. I haven't heard it yet.
But you guys don't see back here, so I'm stabbing Steven's kidneys right about now.
Oh, God, But the detailing on the Shin was always pretty solid. The only thing was, on the original release, is the head sculpt I wasn't super into and didn't think it really lined up with the body. This works a little better for me. Not amazingly, because I still think it sticks out a little too far. But it's not bad. The arms are nicely positioned. Kind of the way you would expect with your Shin. The body looks alright. Feet look solid too. Nails are painted in the bone coloring. The one thing that's always sucked about this guy is the tail. It's not nearly as big as it needs to be for Shin Godzilla. Which always made me a little sad on these guys. Because if it had better proportions here, I think this could have easily been like one of the best NECA figures ever. If that and they would have corrected the head a little bit. I think this thing would be great. Because to be honest, the head's actually probably a little too big. To be fair for this Kaiju. At least the way it's outsetting. But the tail's too small. So it's got a kind of some contrasting issues. But overall, it's like for $25 at the time, this would have been acceptable.
Good representation of what you can afford.
But for its articulation, head can look all of the angles all the time. Can go up about that far, about that far. Then decent side-to-side motion. The head can go woo all the way around. Arm can bend at the elbow. Get a little rotation here at the top of the shoulder. Oh, you do get articulation at the hand. It's on a hinge, so you get a little bit of a wiggle. For the chest, you can rotate it side to side. A little bit forward and back motion, but nothing too crazy. Legs can go upwards about that far, inwards about that far. Can rotate all the way around. Then, not too much of a rotation there. Rotation at the knee. Really nice bend though. Same with at the foot. You can sort of bend it, then rotate it all the way around. And then for the tail, it's on a ball joint here, 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 and there. So, nice play to it. And then the tip here, I think it's just a solid piece. I was thinking it was maybe a bendy wire, but no, that's just one giant chunk of tail with its freaky deformed end. And for some quick comparisons, here we have the NECA Atomic Shin Godzilla compared next to some SH Monster Art Shin Godzillas of forms 2, 3, and 4. Here's next to some NECA Godzilla figures with the 1989 and 1964. And here's next to some other Shin Godzilla collectibles. Anyways, with the Playmates version and the Bandai Movie Monster series. Hey, here's some other Movie Monster series Bandai figures with the Godzilla the Ride version and the Final Wars Gigan. And finally, here's some other random NECA figures in my collection with the Pacific Rim Leatherback and the Yellow Lantern Predator. So overall, for the NECA Atomic Shin Godzilla, I think this is fine. I think compared to the previous one, even with the odd color scheme, I still think I dig it more than the first one.
Because at some point in time, you just got to decide what's more important, the sculpt or the paint. In this case, I think the head sculpt is way better.
Yeah, I think there's enough going on with this one that, especially at the time this thing came out, I think it would have been an alright choice. It's not going to be competing with the Monster Arts. Like, the Monster Arts is still easily one of my favorite Shins. Outside of probably the Yuji Sakai X Plus / Gigantic. Are probably the best representations
we've
we've
got.
gotten.
Can afford that thing, okay?
Not too many. Well, let's say you can't even afford the Shin anymore.
Let's
the
keep
Monster Arts.
Yeah, let's keep the price in reasonable area.
Because for most people, this would have been like you got this or the Bandai Vinyl.
Ooh.
And the Bandai Vinyl's fine. I think the proportions are a little bit better, but you sacrifice proportions for a little less detailing and posability for sure. While this was like, detailing's pretty fine, but the proportions are weird.
But posing is what makes this guy.
And now you got the Playmates for contention.
Oh, my lord.
Which I would definitely recommend trying to get this over the Playmates, for certain.
But come on, Steve.
But you can get the Playmates for like $12.
Yeah, and you got the Ed mouth.
So would I recommend trying to hunt this thing down if you guys never got a hold of it?
For the price of when it first came out? Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I think it's like 50-ish you're probably looking at now. Which kind of sucks.
Just add $100 and get the...
I think at that point I would almost be just happy with the Bandai Vinyl, or even I think the Band Presto isn't even super high. Like, I think Band Presto you could get for about the same price.
Screw it. Just go to Walmart, find the clearance for 25 cents, and buy the Shin, okay? It is literally, I've seen it on clearance for 25 cents.
Please don't.
Buy it.
Can't even paint. Like, I'm planning on doing a video trying to repaint it to make it better, and I don't even think I can do it.
You have to grind the teeth off. It's called new teeth.
I think I just have to, like, try to make it look like a marmot and just go with it. Like, just go with the absurdity that is the Playmates. But 50's kind of rough for me. What do you guys think? Do you guys own this figure? What's your favorite Shin Godzilla figure? Is Ultimate Godzilla just more you think? Please let us know in the comments. We also have an Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys like to keep up to date with channel donate. We greatly appreciate it. Also got that little bell at the top. You guys like to keep up to date with the channel through YouTube. Best way to do that. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright, the review's over. It's your time to, get fused with some other Godzilla monsters.
Can I at least tell Mothra that I love her?
Hey, you know what? I do. Nope. Alright. On to combining. We need more videos.